and when she walked in, I ended up just spraying my piss everywhere. What is up, guys? It's your boy Malik, back at it again with another video, and today we're talking about one of my most requested topics. You guys are nasty, but we're talking about one of my most requested topics, and that is bottom growth. If you guys don't know what bottom growth is, basically when your clitoris grows out, and that's your bottom growth. I'm talking about the birds and the bees, or the birds and the bees, whatever you want to call it. So this is a most requested video by a lot of trans people, mostly because a lot of people don't put out a lot of content, maybe because they're not comfortable talking about it. I really don't care, because I like to just educate people. But to kick into it, you already know what we're going to be talking about from the title, and we're going to start answering a couple of the questions that we have. One of the most common questions is, do you grow a dick, or do you grow a penis? In some sort you do, if that's what you want to call it. Your clitoris basically grows out into a small penis, so like the size of like my knuckle is probably about where it starts at, and then it grows anywhere from there out. I would say it grows anywhere probably from like 1.5 inches to probably like 3 inches or somewhere around that. When you start testosterone, I think around like, I would say maybe about a month for me is when I noticed my bottom growth was very much uncomfortable. I could, boxers didn't feel right, wearing briefs didn't feel right, just anything, rubbing against me did not feel right. So you definitely notice when your bottom growth is growing out. How many inches does it grow? Like there, I would say from like anywhere from like 1 inch to like 3 inches long, and that's like the start of what your bottom growth is. From there, that's what they would use for your, if you do decide to get, bottom surgery, Phalloplasty, that's what they use to extend your penis, is your bottom growth of your clitoris. A lot of people don't qualify for bottom surgery because they quite don't have enough bottom growth, and you need, a little bit for them to, build on and use that as a base. As far as surgery, a lot of insurance companies do not cover bottom surgery because it's considered like a cosmetic surgery. They don't see it as a necessity. It's a very expensive surgery. I believe it goes anywhere from like $10,000 all the way up to anywhere from, $20,000, because you have to pay for, for your penis to get erect. You have to pay for scrotum. You have to pay for various amount of things other than what they start you off with. Personally, for me, I don't know if I want bottom surgery because I don't want to like lose total feeling. It's not guaranteed that you'll keep all the feeling, in your penis that other males have. So for me, I really just don't feel like that's something that I'm willing to lose quite yet. I feel like over the time, there's going to be a lot more research or, technology over the years that, you'll be able to keep your feeling in your penis. But for now, I'm all set with that. When I started on hormones, originally, I could definitely feel a difference at first. I would feel like I would wear like the tighty whities, whatever you want to call them, and it would be a lot more comfortable because at first I didn't have anything there. But then over time, the more that it grew, I had to, wear boxer briefs, or I had to wear boxers just so, like the cloth wasn't, pushing up against my leg. But that's definitely a change that I didn't think that would happen as quick or as much as it has been. I'm, almost 2-3 years into testosterone now, and you know my bottom growth is still growing, and I didn't realize that honestly until the more I started, you know, having sex with my girlfriend. This is so hard to explain appropriately. The more that I interacted with my girlfriend sexually, I realized the more that my bottom growth was growing. Yeah. How do you have sex? Honestly, I feel like that's a dumb question. Whether or not you're male or female, I'm pretty sure you can still find a way to find some pleasure in what you're doing. But, I mean, same way that you guys, you know, you guys would have sex, same way. Change in opening. When I first started testosterone, obviously, you know, your female anatomy is a lot. It's the same when you start, you know, you're not all the way transitioned yet, so everything is the same. The more that I, you know, took testosterone, the more pretty much your opening closed, and it was a lot more uncomfortable because I would say that, like, I don't know how to explain it. Your bottom growth becomes like everything. Like, it doesn't matter about penetration, it doesn't matter about anything, because it just feels like you have a penis. It doesn't feel like anything else. So whether it comes to, you know, whether it's fingering or it's anything like that, it just feels uncomfortable because you just feel like you have a penis. That's all you want, is you just want a head. That's it. Oral sex is the only thing that feels great. Can you pee standing up? Honestly, the other day was like yesterday or 2 days ago was the first time that like I peed standing up, and it was honestly the greatest feeling ever. I usually sit down and pee, but I don't know. For that first time, I was like, you know, let me try it out. I stood up, I tried, because I realized that my bottom growth was a lot more larger than I had expected, or larger than ever, than it's been. And when I stood up, you know, some trans guys, they can just pee standing up and it, you know, it doesn't do anything. For me, I got a little nervous after the second time I peed, and it went everywhere, but with practice it comes, and I'm getting there. I ended up getting nervous. Like, the second time that I ended up going to the bathroom, I was in the bathroom, my girl ended up coming in and checking on me to get something from me or whatever, and it was like the second time that I ended up going to the bathroom, so like I wanted to be alone, I needed to focus. And when she walked in, I ended up just spraying my piss everywhere. It was all over the floor. It was all over the toilet seat. And I don't know. I was a little embarrassed, but it was alright. She understood, and she was like, babe, it's okay. She just wanted to get, you know, the tuka from me to roll up. But I don't know. I just can't think too much about it. I never really understood what guys go through when they have to think about them peeing, but you really do. Like, when I look down, I have to think, or it's just gonna spray everywhere. It's gonna be a hot fucking mess. The big change that I was even shocked to come across or like realize is, you know, having oral sex with my girlfriend. She pointed out that it doesn't really taste the same as cum. Pretty much, it tastes like semen. So I don't know. It's just weird for me. I didn't think that I didn't think that any, you know, trans man taking testosterone, it would change. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I just didn't think it would change until, you know that I taste different. It's different, I guess. Babe, it tastes good. From what I know, Phalloplasty, basically they take, obviously for me, I'm not gonna get it on this arm because I have a sleeve, but on this arm, on somewhere on your arms, they're gonna take a graft of your skin, and that's where they're gonna construct like the outside of your penis from the bottom growth of what you already got. And that's where I came into play. We're saying is a lot of people who don't have bottom growth, or they don't increase their dose on testosterone to get bottom growth, they won't be able to get bottom surgery. I won't have that problem.
Sure won't.
So guys, if you guys have any more questions about bottom growth or bottom surgery or anything related to that, don't be afraid to drop a comment below. Also, don't be afraid to hit subscribe in the bottom right hand corner, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys, and bye.